Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy mdnzane, man. I'm in here with the motherfucking $1 million basement. Let's get it, nigga.
Hey, Trill, we on vibe.
Can't be going to fuck,
Zane, what the fuck going, my boy?
man, what the hell going, bro?
$1 Million Network, $1 Million Basement finally done happened.
Oh, yeah, man. You know, they been waiting on this shit, man. Make them tune in, yeah.
Mr. Poppy himself, man, how you feeling today?
I'm good, bro. I'm in here kicking the ones and twos, man. Another day, putting this shit together, bro. I'm blessed. I'm still here, so it is what it is.
So you putting on for the South Side for sure, right?
Yeah, for sure. Been putting on the South Side way before niggas even knew what it was, and before that shit was cool to be putting on for Clay County, man. We been stepping on this shit for a long time.
For sure. So give me a little bit, tell me about your origins, like how you grew up, where you from and everything.
Originally I was born in New Jersey, Hillside.
That's like North Jersey?
Yeah, not like North. It's right on the edge of North. It's called Hillside.
Okay.
Right by Weekway Park and shit. That's where my family is originally from. My long-lived pops. That was my grandpa. He did music and shit. My dad. My family, I really come from music for real. My dad and my grandpa. My grandpa had a band and shit. They went on tour back in like late 70s, early 80s and shit. So it's just really in my blood. But originally I was from Jersey and my mama moved us down here. She found somewhere called Lovejoy, Georgia, man. Tar Boulevard, Clayton County. Came down here in like 96. And I've been in my mom still in the same house, nigga. That's the house Jack built, nigga. When you get in trouble, you go to my mom Duke's spot, man. Shout out to mom Duke's. And shit, we was just solid, bro. We took towards football. That shit taught us a lot about principles, about hard work and shit like that. My older brother was a big time football player. Him and his friends, they were a little bit older. I always wanted to run behind your big brother and shit, but at that time, them niggas like 17, 16, I'm probably got down 7, 8. I can't go to the skating ring or none of that shit. Nigga mad as fuck. Them niggas having hella hoe coming through. Them niggas having hella motion. I'm a young nigga like, boy, wait till it's my turn. I'm gonna pop it on y'all bitch ass nigga. But shit, took the MDN shit, something they created. Group of niggas that played football, basketball. Niggas was just really like bros, and they just came up with something called MDN back when niggas was getting a t-shirt spray painted and shit. Back in the day,
that's that early 2000 shit before niggas like knew about
2004, 2003, 2002. MDN been around since 2002. For real, that's the crazy thing about this shit. So
would you say growing up, your big brother and like his homeboys, that was like the ones you idolized, they was your role models, you looked up to them for sure?
Yeah, like I was a little fat ass nigga with the cornrow, bro. Like my brother was like All-American, University of Tennessee, bro. I'll never forget that shit. High school All-American, McDonald's All-American type shit. So for me, I was the ball boy, nigga. Shout out to Coach Hughes. If you from Clayton County, you know who Coach Hughes is, man. Big ass white man. Yeah, Hoss, man. Get on your ass, man. But shit, shout out to Coach Hughes. He took my brother in. I had a single mom. I looked up to my big brother and he did what he did on the field, and I just kind of followed behind him. And that's how I really got my name, was out there on that football field for real. That's what niggas knew me for. And shit. And in the end, that's how it came about. But
what position?
I played outside linebacker, defense end, like 3-4 outside linebacker, like pass rusher and shit.
For sure. So what made you want to start rapping? Like, where did the conversion? Because you said music already been in your blood since you came out the womb. But like, where did this is what we finna do, I'm finna lock in on that and I'm finna run and gun with it?
That shit kind of came, bro, like when you got down playing sports and shit, or you playing football or basketball and shit, and you a D1 recruit, and you got all these big schools and shit, and you go from like Division 1 and then you go down to D2, like that shit can be like, man, I ain't going to no fucking league out this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's just like going from playing in front of 60,000, 50,000, and then now it's like nothing against it, you know what I'm saying? Because it still was home and it was still college football and shit. It was different, it was HBCU, but it wasn't what I always imagined myself doing. So when I got there, it was kind of like I knew I could make it, but it was like I had to find another route. I had to find something else to be passionate about, you know what I'm saying? And when I started throwing parties and hosting, I used to like MC parties and shit. Like that's why I got down. I started MCing parties, and I just realized I was fucking ad-libbing other niggas' songs, and like 1,000, 2,000 people are saying the songs back to me, like call and response.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, well, if I had my own shit, like, I could pipe that bitch up. You know what I'm saying? I know what a nigga like. I know what they want to hear when you in a big room with all these people. So I came together with some shit called Free Zeke, and that was my first taping. After I put it out, I got a call from DJ Trey. Shout out to DJ Trey, man. He was a nigga that helped a nigga along the way, and he let me open up for 21 Savage back when 21 first came out. And that was like a, you know what I'm saying? At that time, that was big, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the biggest niggas in the world at that time coming up. And shit, I opened up for him, and ever since then, I was just like, yeah, I could do this shit. And I just been doing it ever since.
So tell me about one of the wildest parties you hosted or threw in the days of you doing that.
One of the wildest ones we probably threw, we had some shit called Pool Party on Smash. Shouts out to Teezy, man. My boy Teezy, big Teezy Dollar, man. It was that nigga's birthday, and he was over MDN with me, like the promo team, because we had created a promo team for parties, but it was always MDN. Like, I always used that same name to just travel. Nigga, we had got the big ass blow up 4 feet pools. We had filled them shits up with like water and some of them, and some of them we had like baby oil and shit. But it was just like a big ass college party, but we had like actual pools in that bitch.
Yeah.
And boy, them hoes was going crazy in that motherfucker.
Y'all threw them parties in in Georgia?
It was in South Georgia. It's in Albany, Georgia. So down in State Theater, nigga, that shit legendary. If you ever been to goddamn Albany, you know what State Theater is, bro. So that's what we did, bro. That was probably one of the ones that was like, remember, like, you'll never forget that shit if you was there.
So tell me about your first project that you dropped.
The first project that I ever dropped was Free Zeke, and I called it Free Zeke because niggas always knew me as a football player, but at that time, that was like freeing myself, cause like I wanted to do something different, but a lot of time people want to do something, but they be at war with theyself. Like, they don't even believe in theyself enough to even try it, cause you always worried about what another nigga gonna say about what you doing. And I like, man, fuck that shit. Niggas on the field always say, turn up Zeke. Like, they used to call me Zeke. Like, that boy Zeke get freaky on that field. So I like, man, fuck that, I'm finna free Zeke, and I just ran with it, bro. And that shit kind of stuck back then, and that's why I called that shit Free Zeke.
So from where you started as far as rapping and to where you are right now, what do you think would be like the biggest progressional thing that you've seen and change that you've made as an artist to be who you are today?
What's the biggest thing that I seen that's different, that's giving me success today that didn't give me success then?
Yeah, it's creating that positive progress and forward momentum to keep going.
Like, it's kind of like just a why, bro. Like, my bad for going back to football, but you'll probably hear a coach say, like, what's your why? Like, why are you doing this shit? Like, are you just playing just to play? Or, like, do you really have a reason to goddamn get up and work out and put in the work and shit? When I first started, it's a lot of niggas that was around that's, shit, they dead. Or they doing life. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, when they call me and they excited about this shit, it's like, oh, this remind me why I'm doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, long live Spotted, long live Flock. But them two partners that died in the past, shit, year. But they used to tell me, like, hey, bro, you gonna get us a body, bitch, you know? Come on, big boy. Like, boy, hey, this shit, like, MDN, boy, we to the roof. Like, when I take them niggas to a show and I see how that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? How shit, it keep niggas alive, bro. Like, it give niggas something to look forward to, bro.
That's real.
You don't never know what a nigga going through. So for me to know that even the shows that I'm doing or what I'm doing right now that might be a smaller scale that niggas in the whole world don't know who I am, nigga, my community and the niggas behind me, they standing on this shit on all 10 till we gotta put them in a casket. And that shit made me feel like, man, fuck that, I got to go hard. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but these folk believe in me. You know what I'm saying? They got kids. They ain't here no more, but they got kids. Like, I got to goddamn, fuck me having this shit on. Here go one with, your daddy, I ain't get him one, but I got you one type shit. Like, that shit keep me going, bro. It shit make me do it even when, if I feel like I can or if I can't, I ain't gonna give up on my dog, cause they're my dog. So I know this is what they want me to do, so I'm gonna keep popping this shit on these niggas ass, bro. For sure.
Shit. Biggest life lesson you learned so far?
you could meet a nigga today that more solid than the nigga that you knew your whole life, bro. And that shit kind of like crazy to think, cause like we always talk like, oh boy, that's your fault, boy. You been knowing them for 20, boy. Start that motherfucker, stab your ass, boom, right in the back. You feel me, like. And you might meet a nigga today that your energy so click with, he'll rock out all the way for you, but more than the nigga that right there that been hating on you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
So all that shit, bro. The biggest shit I learned today is this street shit, bro. That shit cap, bro. These niggas cap, bro. That's the biggest thing I learned. Like, this shit cap, bro. The way that niggas is moving, cause they feel like this how niggas supposed to move. They just told your ass that how you supposed to move, but buddy gonna do your ass dirty as soon as he get an opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no loyalty in this shit, bro. So I just say, like, go off of energy, stay like close to God, and then just walk, nigga, stand on all 10. But the biggest thing I learned was, that loyalty shit, bro. That street shit, man. All this shit, man. These niggas some bullshit, man. These niggas ain't even with that shit they talking about like that. So don't even go out bad cause you're proud of your ego, bro.
Yo, that's real as fuck right there.
Don't go out cause you're proud of your ego, bro. For sure.
So then, with all that being said, what do you think it take to make a real nigga? Cause a lot of niggas say they the realest and this and that, but what do you feel is your view on what it even mean to be a real nigga?
Boy, he just hit nigga with one of them ones. That nigga said, what you think to be a real nigga, bro? A real nigga, bro. A real nigga ain't the most popular nigga, bro. Like, a real nigga take care of what he's supposed to take care of and then do shit he like to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, a real nigga, I don't even know how to explain that shit, bro. Nigga, a real nigga is a real nigga. Like, bruh, just standing for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, standing for something, bro. Like, a real nigga gonna have morals, bro. Principles. Like, if you arguing with a nigga and he don't understand why you feel the way you feel, he ain't a real nigga, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be able to step out your own body and put yourself in somebody else's shoes to be a real nigga, bro. There you go, right up. Like, you gotta stand on that shit, bro. We all do fucked up shit, but if you do that fuck up shit, bro, stand on that shit, bro. We all make good decisions and bad decisions, but a nigga that stand on that shit, and I ain't even just talking about the simpler way, nigga. I'm talking about with your bitch, nigga. I'm talking about like life is hell, bro. I done had to have conversations with people that it had to be a real nigga. Like, even though you did wrong, you still gotta stand in that shit and be a real nigga and tell that person that you did that shit. If a nigga can stand on that shit through the embarrassment, through the pain, through whatever come with that shit, you're a real nigga, bro. As long as you take care of in home and you stand on your shit, what you do, you're a real nigga. Shit, that's how I look at it.
So, let me know something about like the last couple projects. What's your last project that you dropped?
The last project I dropped was called Mr. and Mrs. Puppet with mdnzane, a female artist that's in the, you know what I'm saying, in our circle and what we got going on. We did a project together that we recorded with some songs that I had on tour, and we thought it was a good idea for, you know what I'm saying, the people that do pay me attention to see her in that light as well, right, before she branch off and do her own type of, you know what I'm saying, thing. That's real. So we just used it as an opportunity, and we wanted to give them some music. We didn't want to just sit on everything, because we sitting on a lot of music, but we didn't just want to sit on everything. So we gave people something to hold them over till we got to do what we really were ready to do. Type shit. So, you know, top of the year, you feel me? I got Mr. and Mrs. Poppy. I got a tape called $1 Million Nigga. MDN, the shit originally stood for $1 Million Nigga. I just switched it to $1 Million Networking for a professional standpoint on it and a professional outlook on it, on the business. But I dropped $1 Million Nigga, bro. That tape was hard. Shouts out to Illmatic, man. Just signed the Rod Wave, my boy Hicks House. I got a Southside Spody, my boy that passed. He's on that album or that EP mixtape, $1 Million Nigga. That shit was the 2 tapes that I dropped. So
what you got coming up? Like new singles, new projects? What you working on?
We really just trying to roll it out the best way marketing wise possible. So it's like I just really been plotting, bro. So I know it's new music about to come, bro. It's just time for that. You know, as much content as possible. So it'll be single after single after single. But the tapes is already put to the side. It's just timing and, you know what I'm saying, being strategic about how we go about it. But from myself, like, you gonna see me a lot. You know what I'm saying? You gonna hear me a lot. Every platform, every blog you see, you gonna run across me on that motherfucker. So you better tune in now. So you can say like, bro, I was fucking with Holmes gang before he
type shit for sure, for sure. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, question: if you had 24 hours left to live, what do you feel like you gonna try to accomplish in them last 24 hours?
In the last,
it's your last day. It's your last day.
What, my last day?
Yeah. What you feel like?
Oh, that's easy, bro. I'm going to goddamn. I'm gonna go get. I got a daughter. My daughter 4 years old. I'm going to kick the whole day with her. I'ma just goddamn.
That's really
you know
fun. Yeah.
I'm going to spend the last one with her, like, and just try to mentally prepare her as much as I can for what's to come. You know what I'm saying? Shit, how? I don't have no idea.
You got 24 hours.
But shit, yeah, daddy here. Look, daddy gotta go, but you gonna be okay. You feel me? I'm gonna be here with you. Like, yeah, that's my last day. I'm big high. Finna go to the sky. Cause I'm going up there for sure. For sure.
Nah, that's real though.
I'm going up there. Yeah.
Spending with your daughter, that's real, bro.
Hell yeah.
For sure. But hey, bro, I really appreciate you goddamn stopping through, man. Hey, $1 Million Network, $1 Million Basement.
Anytime, man. This
for
shit
sure.
right here, man. This platform. If you ain't fucking with this platform, you sleep, man. Yeah. You need to go on the fuck on, man. Stop fucking with them other guys, man.
Where they can get your Instagram at, where they can find you at?
You can find me at mdnzane, man, on all social media platforms. You feel me? YouTube, mdnzane. Yeah, go subscribe. Go hop on the wave on the video. TikTok, all that shit.